Hello there, welcome again to our series of topics on MND. This is the third version of dashboard for monitoring and evaluation activity. So this dashboard tracks MND activities under four thematic areas: design, monitoring, evaluation, and closing. So it will also summarize for us the aggregate here on the top of the dashboard, and we can see by project, for example. Just when you click on each individual project, so the dashboard will get updated. And apart from showing number of activities by project, as for example in this particular case, okay, which shows the number of activities by project for design, for monitoring, for evaluation, and the closing. It also shows us their status, whether it is ongoing, completed, or not started by for different thematic areas, for design activities, for monitoring activities, for evaluation activities, and for closing activities. So to construct this dashboard, we have used this data entry. Just before that, here is where you put your activities in this support column. You simply put your activities here. For example, under design activity, we have the list of activities here: proposal development, theory of change, project launch, and so on. For monitoring activity, we also have here quarter monitoring, quarter reflection, report writing, PDM, and so on. We have activities for under evaluation also, like for example, a baseline assessment, midterm, final evaluation, and so on. Under closing also, we have activities which is, for example, prepare final project report, disseminate project finding and impact, handover of project asset and the responsibility, and so on. So the first step you have to do is you have you should fill this by your activities, whatever the activity you have under design, under monitoring, under evaluation, and under closing. So you should fill up to this highlighted section. Then you also insert your staff which are actually supporting those projects on MND. And then status, you can actually have your own status right here. In my case, for example, I have said planned, ongoing, and completed, and you insert project name here. So this is the first step you should do in terms of creating this dashboard. So once you insert the data in this support column of this design, monitoring, evaluation, and the closing activity, everything will be just populated on this data tracking sheet. So it will populate here for you, and then it will actually simplify everything for you. So the thing is, you have to actually simply click on the project, for example, and select the project from the drop-down list. If I select project 1, I can select project 1, project 2, project 3, project 4, and project 5. So that is it under this column. So you select the projects. The next thing is you have to select for design activities, again from the drop-down list. Since the drop-down list will come to you here, you select for that particular project the design activity you want to implement for that particular project. Then you can repeat the project as long as you have many activities under this design. Then with regard to the status, you simply select from the drop-down list whether it is planned or going on completed. So you select that, and in the same fashion, you select from the drop-down menu for all M&D activities with regard to that project. So you fill it, then you fill again the status. Again, for evaluation, you fill the number of activity you want to plan for that particular project. For example, in my case, for example, I filled as a design activity meal plan, theory of change, and project launch for project 1. Under monitoring, quarter monitoring, PDM, and discussion with the community. Under evaluation, I feed, for example, baseline assessment, develop an action plan, and final evaluation. And also I feed their status. For closing activities, I've selected, for example, prepare a final project report is a requirement, handovering of project asset and responsibilities, probably to concerned actors, could be for government offices or the community, then closing out contract and financial accounts. So those are the activities I have selected for this project 1. Then I have also filled here their status, and then the person assigned for this project 1 is Abdi, as you can see it here. So similarly, you will fill activities and their status for project 2. And here for project 2, for example, we have assigned Bona as the person who lead that project in terms of overlooking or seeing the activities of the mill. Again, for project 3, we have filled the required activities, and this guy is assigned. For project 4, also we have selected from the drop down all the required activities, and this guy is assigned. And for project 5, is similarly we have selected, and EBA is a guy which is assigned to this project. So that is it. So you can add the number just by simply dragging down and readjusting, or you can actually insert a row in between if you need an extra activity for some of the projects. So that is how you can do it. And as I have said, the first thing is you have to fill this section as a support column. Then everything will be just displayed here in the data tracking sheet. So it will automatically calculate for you the number of unique activities, a unique projects here, and unique activities for design, for monitoring, for evaluation, and for closing. And here also, on top of that, we have accumulative activities. So this is the final version of your data tracking sheet. Then you go to the dashboard and you will see the dashboard shows you the number of unique projects. For example, in this particular case, 5, the total staff 5. So it also summarizes the unique activities under design here 5. And for monitoring, we have 6. For evaluation, we have 6. For closing, we have 4. And altogether, we have 21 activities. So here also we have a cumulative of 60 activities, which is for all projects, 5 projects. Here on the aggregate dashboard, we have project 1, for example. Project 1 has got 3 design activities, 3 monitoring activities, 3 evaluation activities, and 3 closing activities. In this first chart. So similarly, we have for project 2 the same number of activities. For project 3 also the same number of activities. Project 4 we have 2 for each, for design, for monitoring, for evaluation, and for closing. Probably this project 4 could be the smallest project, and project 5 has got 4 activities. In this particular case, 4 for design, 4 for monitoring, 4 activities under evaluation, and 4 activities under closing. So the next chart, pie chart, shows their status. The status for completed, either as a completed, ongoing, or planned. The first pie chart shows for design activities only. So in this particular case, for example, we have 9 activities already completed, and that will constitute 60% of overall design activities. The next one is for monitoring activities. So we have here 5 activities so far completed, which constitute 34%. The remaining is either ongoing or planned but not started. Here again, we have evaluation activities. In this particular case, 6 activities are completed, which constitute 40% is completed. And for closing activities, 2 or 40% is complete so far. So that's how you can actually see it. So using our slicers, we can see by project if you wish. If, for example, I select only project one, so I have selected project one. As you can see here on top, the unique project is one in this particular case because I've selected project one only. And here, as you can see, the staff assigned is Abdi, which is highlighted. Let's move down. And for project one, we have altogether 12 activities. So now I'm seeing the status of project one. We have project one here, which has got 3 design activities, 3 monitoring activities, 3 evaluation activity, and 3 closing activities. In terms of their status, for project one, we have 34% completion in this for this project for design activities. For monitoring, as you can see, it's also again is 34%. For evaluation activities, 34% again by chance. For closing activities, nothing has been completed so far, and we have 3 closing activities for this project, but we have not actually started. That's how it shows us. Let's change the project. Now this is project, we have selected now project 5 from project 5. As soon as I select project 5, Eba is the person which is actually monitoring this activity, which is directly highlighted. So from the very top, we have seen 16 activities for project 5. In terms of the number of activities, under design we have 4, under monitoring we have 4, under evaluation we have 4, under closing we have 4. When it comes to the status for design activities, we have completed 75% of the activities under design, and we are ongoing we have one ongoing activity. Remember, we are seeing for project 5, and for monitoring we have 50-50. For evaluation, we have 25% on completed and 50% ongoing, and 25% not started. For closing activities, we have 50-50 for 50-50, which is 50% is ongoing and the remaining are not started. So it is a very dynamic chart. I mean, very dynamic dashboard where you can see your status by project and overall project status. So that is very important. And here is the purpose of this dashboard. I mean the activity tracking dashboard. The first one is it automatically generates progress report and completion percentage by for overall number of projects you have. If you have 5 or 4 or whatever project number, that will actually automatically generated. You can also see for individual projects. That's one purpose. The other is to compare completion of different projects. It's easy to identify which activities support is needed. You can just go to directly to the data entry itself and see the colors and easily identify what is which is planned should be your priority. Then it's simple. Also, it's, save your time and simple to update in any time with a single click. If you make an adjustment, for example, if we add activity for any project, you can actually, for example, if I drag down here and adjust project for project number 5 and add any activity from the list, it will actually update for me. So that's why with a single click, just to do that, you have to go to data and then simply click refresh. So it's also convenient to share to teams so that everyone have equal understanding on the progress, support follow-up project and the programs, and again, let the project managers or team where to focus on next month or quarter, and it also shows to present and use for report. You can use the dashboard to present if you have a presentation and use for your report, and alert manager on which activity to support his or her team. So this dashboard is recommended for portfolio managers, for M&D coordinators and the lead M&D staff or MELI staff, project or program managers, project or program team, for team coordinators, and for partners if the project is implemented by more than one implementer, and even the donors can use it to show, for example, if the donor have multiple projects, so they can actually track using this dashboard. So that is its purpose and for whom this dashboard is recommended. So we'll finally have this beautiful dashboard with regard to this. So it is very dynamic. Let us add an activity, for example, for let's say for project 5 and see the dynamic. So far project 5 under design, we have already 4 activities. Let us select. We have already proposal development here and project launch and conduct need assessment. Let's say detail develop project plan. Sorry. Let's have one activity here. And let's say this is already completed. Under monitoring, we may have already we have monitoring, discussion, PDM, and share the lessons. So let me add one here. and we can add also for others. And let me add for this is status. Let me refresh, go to my dashboard and refresh it. Observe what will happen. Yeah, can you see it? It will actually automatically update. It has previously we have 4 activities for design and 4 activities for monitoring. Now we have five, and the total is also changed here, and the percentage is also changed here, as you can see. So we can add activities for others as well, for monitoring and for closing. And once we have actually inserted an activity, we can have select. We should select. We should select the status and assign a person for that. So let me quickly add another activity here. For example, midterm review, ongoing. For closeout, we have already, for this project, we have already prepared final project dissemination, handover, closeout. We have already selected all the activities. Just let me go again and refresh once again and see what will happen. Yeah, it has updated. Now project 5 has got 5 design activities, 5 monitoring activities, 5 evaluation activities, and 4 closing activities. So that will change the overall performance in terms of the status for all of thematic areas. I mean, for design activities, monitoring activities, evaluation activities, and closing activities. You can also see project 5 again by selecting that particular project, and can you see it? Overall, we have 19 activities for this project altogether, and 5 for each design, monitoring, and evaluation, and 4 for closing. When it comes to the status, as you can see, we have a clear status for design activities, for monitoring activities, for evaluation activities, and for closing activities. So it's a very interesting and very important dashboard for project managers and M&D staffs. So we recommend to use it, and just to repeat the process, and you simply fill the first thing you have to do is you simply fill on this section of this data your activity list, whatever your activity list, you fill it, and you just write the name of the person who are supposed to support those projects, and you can write your status here with whatever status you want. In this particular case, I used planned, ongoing, and complete, but you can use anything. And you have to write project. And in this particular case, I use project 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, but you can use your own project name right from the very start. then that will be actually populated here, and then you have to simply select the activities, project, and the status from that, and that everything will be actually dynamically changed for you. So that is it, and you finally have this beautiful dashboard where you can see the summary on top, as well as the performance in terms of number of activities for under each thematic area and their status, where you can see, and you can also see by project. So I hope this is a very important dashboard for to use for practical purpose, and we recommend to use it. And thank you very much, and bye. Bye bye.